And then the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills are going to take a little bit of a step back this year. They got rid of Stephon Diggs. They got rid of Gabe Davis. They lost Jordan Poyer. They've lost a lot on their defense. They don't have Devin Singletary. They do have James Cook still back there, going to be able to run the ball for them. But I think they're going to struggle a lot in the beginning of the season, getting the new receivers accustomed to Josh Allen. He's going to make some mistakes early in the season. They're not going to be in sync. He's going to have some interceptions. So Buffalo is going to start off the season having back-to-back losses. They're going to have one at home against Arizona, then they're going to go on the road and play a Thursday night game in Miami, and Miami lost to them last time on Thursday night and not going to let it happen again. So they're going to come up with a W against Buffalo. And then they are going to go home. They're sad. They're upset that they lost to Miami, and they're going to be mad. Josh Allen is going to play a good game against Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. He is going to get the W there. Then they got to travel to Baltimore and play them, and then travel to Texas and play C.J. Stroud. So Lamar Jackson's going to win. C.J. Stroud's going to win. The Buffalo Bills just aren't going to be there yet as far as scoring goes. The defense is going to be good. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's going to be a fun game to watch, but Baltimore and Texans are going to be a lot more hungry than the Buffalo Bills right now. And then they travel to New Jersey where they play the Jets. And this is where everybody starts clicking. And this is where everything starts going good for Josh Allen and Keon Coleman, and they start vibing. They get a win against the Jets, and then they travel home and they get a win against the Titans. Then somehow Geno Smith and Tyler Lockett and company at home in Seattle give them a loss. And then they travel home and Miami comes in and they beat up on Miami for the second game because they're not going to let Miami sweep them. That's just not, they're not. Ken Dorsey's over there like, you are not going to let Miami come in our home and beat us again. Not going to happen. So they're going to get the win over Miami. Then they travel to Indianapolis. They get the win over the Colts. Then Buffalo. They go back home and they play the Chiefs, where the Chiefs come in and they get Patrick Mahomes. Now, don't get me wrong. Buffalo has beaten the Chiefs in the regular season the past 3 seasons straight. So this will be the first time that they actually lose to the Chiefs in the regular season. It's just because Mahomes and company are going to be they're on a mission. Then they get
a mission from God.
They on a bye week, and then they get to stay home for their bye week. And they come off their bye week, they're still at home. They just lost to the Chiefs. They're bummed out, but they get to stay home and they get to practice and prepare for San Francisco, and they get to win there. And then they go to the Rams and they get the win there. They go to Detroit, they get the win there. Josh Allen and Keon Coleman at this point, they look like superstars. They're so in sync. They're so connected. They're just getting touchdowns, getting yardage. Dawson Knox is out there. James Cook is running the ball. The Buffalo Bills look like the Buffalo Bills that everybody is used to seeing over the last couple of years. So then they go back home, and the Pats come into town, and they whoop up on them. They're gonna whoop up on the Pats like the Dolphins whooped up on the Broncos last year. That's just gonna happen. And then the Jets come into their town, and the Jets say, no, buddy, not this time.
You beat us once.
Not this time. And they're going to give them a loss. And then the Buffalo Bills are going to go and whoop up on the Pats again. It's not going to be a big number like it was the first time they played 2 weeks ago, but they're still going to win, and they're going to end their season at 10-7. And maybe make the wild card. Maybe make the wild card.
Maybe. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen either.